Google and Samsung have established themselves as manufacturers known for crafting top-tier smartphones that captivate a diverse global audience. Samsung's S23 model was undeniably a remarkable device. However, now, attention turns to the forthcoming Galaxy S24. How will it measure up against its formidable Android counterpart, Google Pixel 7? Today, we'll delve into all the details. Prepare to get shocked.
It's a little too much to handle.
Design. Samsung Galaxy S23 didn't really have any noticeable changes in design compared to the Galaxy S22, except for the removal of the camera bump, which made it look sleeker. Maintaining a familiar design factor has become prevalent amongst smartphone companies, and this is true for both Samsung and Google. As such, we expect the Galaxy S24 to retain a design primarily identical to the current S23. Now, the Google Pixel 7 looks quite similar to the Pixel 6, with its distinctive camera bar at the back and the hole-punch design for the front camera. The difference is that the camera bar on the Pixel 7 is covered with metal instead of glass.
Rock solid.
In terms of design, the Pixel really stands out. Its camera bar is quite eye-catching, and Google's color options are simply stunning.
There are so many great ones to choose from.
Personally, we lean towards favoring Google's design, but it's all subjective in the end. Display. Samsung is widely recognized as the industry leader in smartphone displays. Don't get me wrong, Google gives them tough competition, but it doesn't quite measure up to Samsung's incredible OLED display and high refresh rate. To be fair, Google's Pixel also features impressive AMOLED displays. However, the overwhelming difference is how smooth the displays are. The Google Pixel 7 boasts a 6.3-inch OLED display with a 2400 by 1080 resolution and a 90 Hz refresh rate. On the other hand, the Galaxy S24 is expected to sport a 6.1-inch AMOLED display with a resolution of 2340 by 1080 pixels and a 120 Hz refresh rate.
I saw it so clearly.
Comparatively, even Samsung's S22 has a display that can compete with the Pixel 7 Pro. So when you do the math, the results with the S24 here are pretty obvious. That being said, the Pixel 7 is a year older than the Galaxy S24, and we'll be sure to update you on its subsequent model, so subscribe to our channel.
You won't regret it!
Performance. Samsung only slightly trails behind industry leaders Apple when it comes to performance. The Galaxy S23 used the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which was basically the best you could get for an Android phone. As such, we can expect the upcoming Galaxy S24 to continue in the same vein. The Galaxy S24 will likely come equipped with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 system chip, an octa-core processor, and a dedicated GPU with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage. Now, Google's Pixel 7, on the other hand, features the Google Tensor G2, 5nm, system chip, an octa-core processor, and a dedicated GPU, along with 8GB of LPDDR5 RAM and 128GB of internal storage.
Wow, that's a lot.
Comparatively, both devices are among the best in the industry. Still, the Google Pixel 7 loses out on power optimization, which goes a long way to prolonging the device's battery life. We'll get into the details of that very soon. Camera. For camera capabilities, it's a close call.
Pretty damn close, actually, yeah.
The Pixel 7 has an impressive dual camera setup with a 50-megapixel primary camera and a 12MP ultra-wide, the same format used on the Pixel 6. Still, it delivers excellent results that obviously exceeds its price tag. However, Samsung takes the lead here. The Galaxy S24 is expected to have a triple camera setup on the rear, featuring at least a 50-megapixel primary shooter, a reliable, ultra camera, and a dedicated telephoto camera, which the Pixel 7 lacks. The S23 already outperforms the Pixel 7 in terms of zoom capabilities, and its photos look bright, colorful, and visually pleasing. Although not perfect, they are still enjoyable to look at, and we anticipate the Galaxy S24 to be even better. So, it's pretty clear which phone wins in this department. However, considering the price range of the Google Pixel 7, we would say it's a pretty good bargain. We'll delve into the details shortly, so stay tuned.
Good, there's more coming.
Battery. Battery-wise, Samsung again takes the edge here.
They win everything.
The Galaxy S23 was better, and the S24 will obviously be much better. The Google Pixel 7 features a 4,355 mAh battery capacity and supports fast charging, much higher than the expected 3,900 mAh battery capacity for Samsung's Galaxy S24. The question here is, why does Samsung win this bout even with a lesser battery capacity?
First, that should be the first question we ask.
Well, it all boils down to the processors. Google's Tensor chips have always shown a tendency toward overheating and battery drainage. By comparison, last year's Galaxy S23 could easily stay cool throughout use and last a day or more, depending on the usage patterns. We're expecting the Galaxy S24 to retain this or improve on it in addition to support for fast charging, Qi wireless charging, and reverse wireless charging, so you won't have to worry when its battery goes off. Price. When picking a smartphone, comparing prices is something most of us naturally gravitate towards. I mean, who doesn't want to get the best value for money, right? So which of the two devices is a more budget-friendly option?
Let me know.
In the comments section on my account.
The Pixel 7 can be acquired for a modest sum of $599. In stark contrast, Samsung's Galaxy S24 is expected to command a price of $799. From a purely fiscal standpoint, the Pixel 7 emerges victorious in this domain. Its attributes present a compelling alternative that nearly matches the S24. Going with the Pixel 7 will allow you to save an additional $200, which is totally worth the few instances where it falls slightly short compared to the Galaxy S24. That said, the Galaxy S24 truly justifies its higher cost and you won't be disappointed with a purchase. So which of these devices are you likely to buy? Let us know in the comments section below. And there we have it, folks. It's quite clear that Google's Pixel 7 presents a strong case for its affordability and unique design elements. However, the Galaxy S24 obviously excels in all areas. Ultimately, the purchasing decision would depend on individual preferences and priorities. But if we're to pick the better device, Samsung takes the win here. That being said, the Galaxy S24 is still a year away and we're still looking forward to more leaks and rumors. Our next video will discuss in detail everything we know so far, so make sure you watch that too.